Is Aaron. This will be a quick, short video, but I just spent a few hours, two or three, transposing something, and I wanted to talk a little bit about transposition. It's something that I don't know if I necessarily enjoy it, but I do enjoy it. And I don't know if it's not the thing I like playing guitar more, obviously, but transposition is cool in that it gives you the chance to really dive into what's going on in something that you're transposing, why it's cool, and it gives you ideas for ways to play things differently in the future. Something I have been meaning to, well, not necessarily meaning to transpose, but that I've loved for a long time, and kind of wanted to learn to play, but was having a hard time doing it by ear, especially because it is by one of the greatest saxophone players of all time. And without further ado, what I have transposed is, I don't know if I can get this in light blue and green, uh, specifically John Coltrane's saxophone solo, which is great. And I don't know anything about transposition as far as between different instruments. He played tenor sax on that record, and I know there is a relationship between concert pitch instruments and tenor saxophone. I just don't know what that relationship is. So a lot of it was just using my ear. I tried to look it up on the internet, but I couldn't make heads or tails of it. So it was kind of using my ear and also using this um, transcription that I found on the internet as well, which is a B flat chart, which is what tenor saxophones are written in. There it is. And so that was cool and super helpful. It made the whole thing a lot faster as far as rhythm goes, because I was able to just use all the rhythm seems correct. There is one discrepancy that I changed. Here, whoever transcribed this, Kevin's son, sorry to throw your name on the internet like that. He transcribed this last, one of the closing sections, riffs, melodies, whatever you like, as 30-second notes, and it just doesn't really sound like 30-second notes to me. It sounds more like 16th notes, so it was kind of a rhythmic puzzle to figure out how to turn that into 16th notes and still keep the rest of it sounding right. And that's another interesting thing about transcription is, especially when you get into like these jazz solos, it can be hard to transcribe, especially rhythmically, to transcribe, and sometimes even like tonally. But it can be hard to transcribe them like 100% perfectly, because there is a little bit of rhythmic variation, especially when he's doing like these fast runs, like these like this quintuplet, 30-second quintuplet, 30-second note quintuplet rhythm is just it. That's what it is. I don't know if I would have ever been able to suss that out on my own. After a lot of trying, I suppose it maybe would have happened. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about transcription, and I'm going to put this on my Google Drive thing, because I can't find a concert instrument transcription of this to save my life. There's a big book of John Coltrane solos that have been transcribed, and there probably is one in a book somewhere. But I just didn't feel like buying a book or trying to find one. I was tired of looking on the internet, so I stopped, and I figured I could just transcribe it, because I have this, and this, I can't thank Kevin's son enough. Even though we have rhythmic disagreements, I appreciate him making that, because that made it a whole world easier. If only I knew how to transcribe tenor saxophone. I messaged a professor I had who played tenor saxophone at 2:30 in the morning. Didn't get a response. I didn't really expect to, but I was kind of in a frantic desperation. It's like, how do I transcribe tenor sax? Just give me the key, and this will be over in 5-10 minutes. But it didn't happen that way. But I think I figured it out close enough anyway. So now is the joy of learning to play it. I don't know how I'm going to play the quintuplet 30-second note thing on my guitar. I don't know if you can play notes that fast, and I'm sure there are plenty of people that are like, yes, you can 100% play notes that fast. I don't know if I can play notes that fast. Not yet anyway. But that's what practicing is for, I suppose. So that's that. I'll put this out in the world in my Google Drive. I'll put a link in the description below. And I hope that you will challenge yourself with the task of learning this amazing, great solo played by one of the most amazing and great saxophone players of all time. Um, yeah, great album too, by the way. Check out um, Kind of Blue because it's great, and Miles Davis is great. Um, I'm not. It's funny. I really like how to say this without Miles Davis is great, and I like him, but I've always preferred the saxophone tonally and John Coltrane just kind of as a player. Miles Davis, I don't know how to feel about Miles Davis. He's good, but he's clearly good. He's one of those people that I like because I kind of have to, and not like I have to, but you have to respect his skill and talent and his compositions that he made. But we all have our preferences, and as far as preferences go, I really like John Coltrane, so I'm sticking with that. And I always liked his solo a lot on this. He does a whole lot with not a whole lot. It's a simple solo, but also intricate in parts, and he's just kind of he he does a great job of soloing. I mean, it's slight variations on, not even slight, but it's basically just variations on an idea, and you can hear the remnants of that idea in kind of each variation. It's kind of hard to describe. I don't necessarily know how to describe it because I'm not a music theologist. I almost said theologian, but I think that's a religious person. Anyway, that's that. I also wrote, this might cause some controversy, but I think Michael's, oh no, or Kevin's. I wrote It's by Miles Davis and Bill Evans, although I think Bill Evans wrote it, and I'm more inclined to give props to Bill Evans because I also like him more than Miles Davis. But, I don't know, so I just went ahead and sat my ass directly on that fence and put them both on there. But yeah, that's that. Enough rambling. In the description, Google Docs of this transcription if you want to learn the solo on a concert instrument. If you want to learn it on tenor saxophone, look up Kevin's son. I just Googled John Coltrane solo transcription. You can find it there. He did a great job. Besides our rhythmic disagreement, but that's okay. And maybe it's right. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying I think I'm right, but I don't know. So that's that. And I hope everyone has a good weekend. It's Friday, 3:45 in the morning. See ya.